Hello, Dr. Grissom. Sorry. Hello, Dr. Grissom. As you know, this is Sandy Thomas, and I'm doing my video lecture on the business model, the business canvas model. And so, what I took away from this was that there's a lot of intricacies that go into basically doing what we're doing in class, which is building the minimal viable product or MVP for a startup. In class, you talk about how just think of it as a startup, and in this video, you went way more in depth than that, and I really enjoyed that. And I'm actually gonna be really excited for how this class turns out because of that, because I do want to build something that actually matters, and I like that we're getting real project experience in our CS classes here at CBU. So I do appreciate you for that. And so one of the things that I really took away from you in this video is yes, it really doesn't matter. You didn't say this directly, but I kind of implied it, and I feel like you would agree with me on this, is that it doesn't matter how good you are at coding and programming and how proficient you are in data structures and your algorithms. If you can't sit down and actually plan something that users want, or even build something that really users want, because when we're talking about programming at a scale of changing lives and solving problems for users, how good you are at data structures at the end of the day really won't matter. It matters in the sense of, okay, I need to program my solution to this problem, but if you can't seek out problems in your everyday life, or even just sit here and with the business canvas model and actually plan out and build something where the end user is in mind, all of that doesn't matter. And so that is something that I really took away from that, is that planning for our MVP and planning for our startup here is the most important part. And I appreciate that we're spending this much time building out what we actually want to do and really planning it so that once we are able to code, we see the site and we see the vision on what we want. One of the big things that I took away from this, in particular with the business model canvas, was the customer relationship. That was a big thing because at the end of the day, when for me specifically, when I'm coding things and building my projects, like I built a project this summer or this winter break, and I really didn't think about my relationship with the customer and what was it going to be like. Like you brought up the example of with the Dina app, you already knew that it was only going to be about like three real spenders, but because it was so unique and you guys are offering it, that you guys are able to spend more. And I think this class and this project is definitely going to help me with understanding like who I want to build my project towards. Do I want many users, or do I want only a couple of users and scale that way and just build that way? So that's something that I took away from this class as well. But also something else, or from this video, but something else that I also took away was the the value. And it was, although in my head I feel like, okay, if I build this project, it's going to be valuable because I'm building it. At the end of the day, that's probably not what's going on. And other people don't are not looking that same way, because at the end of the day, as a computer science major, I understand all of these technicalities and I understand the importance sometimes of what I'm building. But if I can't explain it and break it down and present a problem to end users who are just every day, like a doctor or something, if I can't present these problems and the solutions to them, at the end of the day, they really won't matter to them if how much I feel that my app will benefit them or help anybody in the long run, because I need to explain and really know what my value is for this for this app and for this business that I'm going to be building. And also like key activities, what is my app doing? Staying on one track of my app is going to do this and not steering away, because at the end of the day, we do only have about 3.5, 4 months to build this. And maybe in the future, I can be able to expand upon the MVP. But right now, I'm going to have a team and we need to lock in on our MVP first so that time comes and we continuously want to work on this after our junior design, or if I want to work on this, I understand and we have the bare bones and the fundamentals down of our app and our business. So I thank you for listening to this, and that's what I took away from the BCM first video lecture.